Okay. Oof. Alrighty. Sure my mouse wire's not tangled in anything. Alright, you guys. It's Wednesday. Sorry I'm a little late. We took the dogs somewhere for a treat since they've been so good, and it finally cooled down enough for us to do so. But Momo got his stitches out yesterday in his neck, so we wanted to reward them for being so good. So we took them to one of their favorite places for a few minutes to smell all of the things there is to smell and to pee everywhere. So, apologies for being a little late. Not sorry for sleeping late though. I did not fall asleep till very, very early this morning. Or very late this morning, I guess, depends on how you want to look at it. So we have 4 bloodthirsties we're going to be working on today. We're going to be working on the same 4 that we have been recently. Look at that, we're getting closer. When this one rotates out, I'll probably grab one of... see, I don't know. We might slip the monk into the hunter spot. Whatever comes to be with the hunter. This monk's about 10 levels down from the priest. I mean, in all honesty, I should be working on a different character instead of Soul Snuggles, just to get a different class in there, but it is what it is. And these two These two are something. Had I realized that these two were going to be what they were, I would not have put them in the same rotation. But we're so far along now, I'm just going to leave things the way they are, because, you know, because that's how we're going to do. Boy. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pop in on the priest. Alright, so Holy Priest is out in Scale Trader Post. We've been hanging out by the Tusk Pools. She did get some green gear to drop this week. Look at that. The only thing she could use, potentially, was this dagger and the wand. Not crazy about the stats on the wand compared to my staff. I didn't get an offhand to drop, so I couldn't really pair it with an offhand, so I was like, nah. And then we got a dagger that had absolutely no intellect on it whatsoever, which is more like a non-priest dagger, so it looked more like maybe rogue, or I don't know if enhancement shamans can use daggers, I can't remember, but yeah, just they weren't for her, and she didn't replace anything this week. So, and now Mr. Gurry Pants is gonna get all sorts of gurry. Doggo, you just had so much fun. You even pooped at the park, so you've had quite a full day. And yes, we take potty bags with us because we're responsible pet parents and we pick up after our animals, like unlike some people. It always galls me when we go out for our walks at night and, you know, it's like, could it have been from a loose dog that got out and was wandering around? Yeah, it could have been. There's some dogs that get out all the time around here. However, I've seen some people walking their dogs in these couple of locations, so I'm not so sure it's a loose dog thing. I think it's a lazy pet parent thing. What's going on over there?
P-Buck's being weird.
Weird how?
He's being flippy and zoomy, and he was playing with me, attacking my game, and he was chewing on that.
Zuzu.
Enough, Susan.
Relax. Come on. Everybody's losing their minds all of a sudden. My goodness. My goodness.
And little Fritz went chasing.
Well, that's good. She can go chase Peepit. She needs the exercise. Anything that gets her ass to run around is a good thing. Because she's a bit chunky for under a year old. I'm not sure if that's because of her being fixed or... I mean, some of it's gonna be. But I'm just a little surprised she's quite that chunky at that age. But we'll see. Hopefully her needing to eat every 15 minutes calms down. Which we think was because we found her and she was starving, so now she like needs to eat all the food while it's available. So we've been trying to slow down how much we're feeding them. Or how much is offered, not how much we try to only put out a certain amount at a time, is what I'm trying to say. When the bowl gets empty, then we'll put another half a cup, I think, of food in it. Like a half a measuring cup. So we're also feeding outdoor cats now. The one will actually wait for us to come out and feed him if the bowl's empty. He'll sit there and piss the other cat off that's inside until the other cat starts digging at the door, and then I realize the other cat's outside. So then I have to battle our cat inside to get to the cat outside. I think we've seen 5 different cats now that come onto our porch to eat, but only one of them lets us interact with them. The others all take off the second they even hear a footstep headed towards the door, because we have a camera outside so we can see. So many feral cats around here, or at least outdoor cats. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't think that many people would let their cats roam outside loose with all the coyotes that you can hear at night, and just there's an occasional bear that will walk through the area, and there's a bunch of snakes and shit, so and traffic's a big thing. Lots of semis on the 2 roads that go through this town. I'm just surprised because a lot of these cats have quite a large territory if they actually primarily hang out in those sections, because the one lady on Facebook that thinks that the one cat that interacts with us is her outdoor cat, he's quite a few blocks from home, and then we saw another cat crossing an intersection one night when we were out walking, and he comes up and eats off of our porch now. We've seen him on our camera, and we're like, you're quite a long ways. Like, what on earth are you doing over here? Ooh, what is that? That looks plate. Because it is plate. Kinda cute. I'll probably still end up vending it though. Mama needs the cash. Oh, let's hope everybody's doing okay. Hope the start to your week wasn't too rough for you. Oh, we need to say congratulations to Fair. She got her oldest challenger to her oldest iron to max level the other night. She became our 20th Iron Man. Her write-up's coming soon. She got me her info late last night before I went to bed. And I was too tired to properly think about it, so I'm gonna work on that tonight after we get done here and I have dinner. So that should be up by tomorrow. So that's fun. Alright, let's grab this guy. So we are shooting for level 33 on this one. We've only gotten one tusk so far this level, though. So that was kind of sad. Kind of hoping for more than one, but you know, at least we got some greens that we can vendor. Although the tusk would have been worth more, honestly. Looking at their vendor values right now, the tusk would have been worth more. As this one gets a little bit higher, the gear worth should start to increase. But right now, it's just a little low, which does surprise me, because well, I mean, it might not surprise me that much, because the gear values on the others aren't that high yet. I keep having to remind myself that we're looking at the gear values in BFA and not the gear values in Shadowlands, because the gear values of the Shadowlands screens are worth a lot more vendor wise than a BFA. So I mean, it's not terrible. But, you know, we are only going after beasts at the moment, so we have to take what we can get. I'm trying to pull this guy real quick before he comes stomping on up. I don't want to get too close to him because he is a quest mob and he is an elite. And I never know if somebody's going to suddenly pull him and do something silly, so I try to make sure I know where he's at all times. Because you never know if somebody's getting their ass beat by that dude, what they're going to do. So I don't like being too close. Did I kill you already? Alright, we're gonna leave him be. So that, well, you know what? I don't know if we're gonna need to do another. Oh, my hand's been swollen. I don't know if we're gonna need to do another full round. So let's just go ahead and get him now then, I guess. I was going to leave him for the next rotation, but looking at how much XP we have left to go, let's just grab him now. I'm so used to being able to rebubble faster on the other priest, so I keep going to hit it, and I'm like, no wait, we can't do that yet. Or at least it feels faster on the disc side. It's probably not. It just feels that way. Mind illusions. So I do find it fascinating that we're getting 540 for a regular sized mob over here. And right now the mage that's at 48 is getting 500 for her kills. So I find that interesting. This one's at 42. So I think we are getting some sort of benefit from the beast killer racial. I do believe there is a little bit of benefit, and I mean, of course, the faster level, the less loot you're gonna get also, so I mean, that kind of depends on how you, beast slaying. Experience gains from killing beasts is increased by 20. And that is baked into the trolls. Kind of surprised there's not more troll bloodthirsties. I wonder if that will change now that we can go more places early on. I mean, there might be some other racials that people are going to prefer more. But if you're good at if you're good at not putting yourself in situations where you would need shadow meld and stuff, this might be a good option to you know, just change things up a little bit. I mean, there's not that many great places to grind personally, in my opinion, on the horde side, but Prayer of Mending, which doesn't mean a whole lot on this character. Alright, so because Prayer of Mending bounces between different players, so it's really a group thingy. So it would really only be useful if you were doing teams maybe, or a normal situation for like dungeons and stuff. Can't do dungeons on a bloodthirsty or any challenger, but teams. And teams, you would have to be a full group of 5. Alright. Sure. WoW challenges. Bloodthirsty Soul Snuggles. Holy Priest. Ding's level 43. So she's getting there. So we're looking at a slash played of 3 days, 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 20 seconds. Yeah, I know I missed a couple of commas in there. I don't care. It's not that important to me on a tweet. It's just not. Total kills all the way around is gonna be 55585. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and tweet that.
Knowledge is the best currency.
So pretty low repair bill
I do take gold an interesting trade.
so far. So we had 160 pelts, 44 oily blubber, 9 huge femurs, 4 grindstone molars, and an ivory tusk. So 149 gold on the vendor trash. Not too far off, I guess. Off the Alliance side, it might be a little bit lower, but we're also getting a little bit more XP, so we're leveling a little bit faster. So that's going to be your offset a little bit there. So 2, 3, 5, 5, and 6 and change. So that's another 24 gold there. Like, how many meaty haunches are we up to? 1,471 on this character. We've got another 1,130 on Frozen. And got a few odds and ends laying around on a couple of different characters. Alright. So we got that one in the books. Let's pop on over to our Frost Mage. And begin our process on that one. I'll tell you, it looks like it was gonna pour when we went to take the dogs out earlier, and there's nothing on the radar near us. I think it's all smoke in the air from the wildfires and stuff, it seems to be. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and make two stacks of mana pudding. So she's had an interesting level. Look, 7 trophy antlers, 2 bushy tails, 2 charnel ash. Plus, she replaced a robe and a hat. That was fun. I was so excited about that. I was like, oh, gear I can wear? These 2 capes really weren't an upgrade, based off of what I had on, so I just kind of tucked those down in the auction house section, where they or not auction house, but you know, I didn't put the potential auction house section, put it that way. That used to be the auction house section of my bag. I haven't been trying with the gear lately on the auction house because it's just been like, I'd rather have the vendor value right now, because the green gear at low level prices hasn't really been moving, or they're underpricing it that it's worth more to vendor it on some pieces, not every piece, but some pieces. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna vendor it. So I don't have to store it until I can get to auction house again. So this one kinda blew through our shield pretty damn quick. I've had to eat a bit at times. Sometimes they're better than others. Haven't had to eat nearly as much as the rogue. But it's been interesting. She's still a little bit slow because I've been waiting for frost shield cooldowns and stuff. But at least she can make her own food, so I don't have to worry about having funds to buy food. Which could become a very real possibility on the road. It depends on if the greens keep dropping and how much food we're gonna go through. But, we'll get to that in a minute. But, it's still been pretty quiet out here for the most part. The only spot that's been busy has been right outside that cave. So sometimes the elementals are up, sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's like one up and I'm hitting it and somebody rushes up to do the quest and tags it, even though they're gonna have to kill 18 more inside, but you know, whatever. What is this? Oh, okay. Burning Crusade, time walking. Dark Moon Fair is in town. We might be taking the iron to drop off a couple of quest items she picked up. I was thinking, oh, well, before Dark Moon Fair hits, they'll probably be super cheap. There wasn't that many up, so I was like, oh. And, they were pretty expensive, what was up there, so I didn't get to purchase as many as I had wanted. Because she doesn't have that much money. Because we've been doing chest runs. I mean, I've been able to vendor some of the stuff that we've gotten, but I'll be able to pick up a little bit more cash once and if I take her into the mall. I'm really terrified to do so. I know she's 50. I'm not so sure we're gonna take her in at 50. A lot of the others have suggested waiting till 51 to take an iron in there. Possibly even 52. I'm just not so sure. I don't know what daily quests are really safe. I might have to go forum hunting. Because I do believe that Sir and Zaya put a list together of stuff that is safe. Or that they felt was safe at that time, so we might give that a look. I think it was linked in one of the show posts a few shows back. I just have to go find it. I don't really lurk on the forum boards. That's not an area that I take care of, so I don't really go there. Forums give me anxiety no matter where they are. I'm just like, no, not happening. Just seeing everybody else argue back and forth like gets me upset, and I don't think that happens on the WoW challenges stuff, but just in general, I have a rule where I tend to avoid forums. But Stir and Fair and Zaya, they take care of the forum boards over there. I have other things I take care of. I take care of the social media stuff because they don't really do social media, so. Stir used to, he doesn't anymore. Like, he used to have a Twitter, but I don't think he uses it anymore. So, I kind of watch Twitter and Facebook and the YouTube channel and stuff. And remember, there is no show this week, you guys. I was panicking, so I was like, I didn't schedule the show tweet. And while there is no show this week, I still have to remember to do the posts in a little bit. I feel so out of sorts because I changed everything up last week because of the walkout, and I didn't want to stream last Wednesday, and we didn't feel right doing the show tweet last Wednesday, so we moved everything to Tuesday. So now I feel like everything's off, and just everything feels weird today. So plus I haven't felt well all weekend, so I'm like extra out of sorts, but see, she's getting 510. That troll was getting 540 a kill at level 42 to 43. She's getting 510 a kill at 48 to 49. So it's not much of a difference, but it is still a difference, and it will add up a little bit. It'll still make leveling just that much faster. So while it's not like an earth-shattering extra amount of XP, when you're doing Bloodthirsty, any tiny legal amount, according to the rules of extra XP you can get, I am all for. So like, you're allowed to do rested XP because it's unavoidable. It happens automatically for everybody, so it's not like we can really turn off the rested XP. We can slow it down, but it still happens. So yeah, if that extra 20 is baked in, I just prefer the Alliance side more than the Horde side though, so. That's one small problem, but damn. If we lose somebody, we might have to make the next one a troll, depending on if the class is an option. I mean, before I would always alternate, you know, oh, okay, well this one died, so now they're gonna be the opposite faction. And I used to stick more to alliance on a lot of these guys. Because, you know, we had like Lock Modan and stuff when leveling was different. But now you can kind of go anywhere at 10. You know. Maybe some more of these if we lose anybody. We haven't lost anybody in quite some time. If we should lose somebody. They might be reincarnated as a troll. Like, troll the race, not troll the keyboard warriors that we can't stand. There's a difference. Alright. So, let's have a nom nom. Alright. Like, we don't need to nom 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 very much. Just enough to where I'm comfortable. Like, I want to have a full health bar going into a fight. I do. Especially on this one that can't heal themselves. Because we don't have a whole lot of get out of jail free cards. I mean, we have Invis, but I've not played around with that much. So, I don't want to hang my hat on invisibility. And, Ice Block's not gonna do a whole lot for you. Like, did we even get Ice Block yet? I don't know if we have. Mirror Image. Ice Block, yeah. Like, you can't move. And it does shield you from attacks for 10 seconds. However, sorry, I'm just reading that quest or the spell text and that makes no fucking sense to me, but I guess there's a talent or something that causes Ice Block's cooldown to reduce. Because if you can't recast Ice Block for 30 seconds, is there something that gives you multiple charges of Ice Block? Maybe there's a talent or something that I don't know about. Like, it has a 4-minute cooldown, but you can't recast it for 30 seconds. So, do you get... is there talents that cause multiple charges of Ice Block? Like, because that text makes no damn sense. If there's a full 4-minute cooldown, there's no way you could cast it after 30 seconds. You'd have to wait 4 minutes. Or am I that fucking dumb? Am I that dumb? Possible. I'm just skimming these real fast. Like, what the fuck? That makes no goddamn sense, right? I don't see any talent points that reduce the cooldown on Ice Block. So hypothermia is pointless because there's no way you could cast it until 4 minutes are up, right? Like, if somebody understands this, you're gonna have to explain it to me. Maybe I'm missing something. But as that reads, what? Husband was a mage. Maybe he can explain it to me.
I haven't played in how long? I have no idea.
I didn't know if you remembered something.
Again, it's been a full expansion plus since I really played, and I never really played Frost that much, so.
Like, Ice Block protects you from attacks for a couple of seconds. It has a 4-minute cooldown. It's kind of like Frost or Pally Bubble or Priest Bubble where you get like Forbearance or something. They call it hypothermia. Where you can't cast it again for 30 seconds. It has a 4-minute cooldown. You can't cast it for 4 minutes. Like, why is the 30 seconds there? I don't see any talents whatsoever that would shorten that cooldown.
It might be a relic. It might be that there's certain legendaries that used to be able to get that would shorten it. It might be part of the Covenant system. Don't they have some kind of weird power-up thing with gear or some shit?
Covenants can give you a new ability.
Yeah, like, it could be a bunch of things.
That's weird. That's gonna bother me now. Like, what? I don't understand. Somebody that's in the know that understands it needs to explain this to me. Because, why? I don't know. I don't get it. Makes sense. As we can tell, I don't use Ice Block very often. Oh, there's somebody around. And they are getting tipsy. Wasn't that person? Whole world? Okay. Come here, Mr. Fox Fox. I mean, we're basically killing beasts over here. It would be nice to get that Beast Slayer perk over here, but, you know, we don't get that on this one. I wonder where this person is that they're getting sloshed and sobering up. They have to be somewhere nearby. So we've got a bar and a third left on this one, a bar segment. I call the little itty bitty bars a bar, like the segments. Sorry, it's something I've done for quite some time. That's gonna be a habit that I'm not gonna be able to break. Sorry. Wow, 2 NPCs hitting him, and he still almost made it to me. They must be tired. And now he needs a breather, because usually when I stand next to them and attack something, they go running in. Yeah, they didn't. They're like, nope, you got this one. So if I were to try to make coasters and put them in the shop, would you all be interested in them? I guess it would depend on what they look like. So I guess that's a dumb question. We've got a wood burning tool and we haven't really used it much, but I had an idea last night. That I'd kind of like to try out. I wouldn't be able to do anything about it for several weeks because things and stuff. Because I have to get the things, but there was a pretty good deal on some wood doodles. Some wood squares on Amazon. So I was thinking, well, maybe we can do something with that. We'll waterproof it, and felt's pretty damn cheap. I could attach some felt to the back so it doesn't slide or scratch shit up. Alright, probably didn't really need to top off there, but we did. Alright, so we got one bar to go. Probably not taking her into the mall until 50, so she's gonna have another level out here. As it is, I'm a little nervous about taking her into the mall, but you know, we got the rogue through there, so it can't be that much worse, right? I view the rogue as more delicate than this one. Although the rogue does have vanish, so he might be a little bit more, he might have a little more utility, but I guess invis is kind of similar to vanish. Not the same at all, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll take her in at 50. I don't want to pull this thing too far because I don't want it to reset on me. That would suck. Alright, so we got about 2/3 of the bar left to go. Alright, so how are you guys doing on your challengers? Anybody working on a challenger? If you're interested in working a challenger, feel free to check out wowchallenges.com. There are only 3 challenges that are going to be tracked for the time being, as we have very limited resources to fix all of the things. Oh, we got another hat. I'll keep what I have. So what I have has crits, and this does not. Yeah, you guys working on anything? And you can still do the other challenges, that we just can't track them, so we'll only be doing write-ups for the 3 that are being tracked right now. So it's gonna be Iron, Blood, and Pacifist. And those are the only 3 that are gonna get write-ups because we can verify that the runs were clean. Because we can track that stuff. But I mean, the rules will still remain on the site for the other stuff. And you can go ahead and run those for funsies if you so choose. And the trackers may come back at some point for them. It's just right now, we don't have the resources to make that happen. We've been trying. But, you know, like we can't get blood from a stone, so only so much that can happen. Do, 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 do. Could you, like, not kick me in the face? That would be great. Thanks. So we've got a little bit left, maybe half a thing, half a bar. All right, Mr. Fox. Let's do this. Hopefully we can get this level up on this rotation and not have to start another one. I mean, I hope we can. I think we should. I feel like we should be able to get it without leaving this section, but you never know. Kind of depends on if anybody comes charging in to work on a quest or something. I keep feeling like my mouse pad's running away. It's not, but I feel like it is. It's driving me crazy. So I didn't get a whole lot of prep done for Art Sunday yesterday. My hands were a little swollen, so trying to twist paper was a little uncomfortable. I got a little bit done on one color. The rest we don't need a whole lot of, so I think we can get away with doing that as we need it. I might still try to get some done on that. We'll see. We will see. Oh my, you are starting to turn into quite an owie situation. Sorry about the weird turn there. I went to Frosto, but I was like, oh shit, did something spawn behind me again? It hadn't, but I was suddenly unsure, and I was like, oh, I don't want to trigger anything else right now. That would be bad. Very, very bad. I will say these deer are really ripping through my frost shield. There's our ding. Oh, time warp, which doesn't really mean a whole lot. Not really. I was hoping to climb up that, but I guess not. see how terrible of a photo this is gonna be. Alright, let's hearth back. Alright. 4 days, 5 hours. Alright. Gnomes have such an awkward selfie position now. Fix the camera. Wow, challenges. Blood thirsty. Frozen soul. Frost mage. Things level 40. No, 49. Nope, that's not a 9 either. There we go. Slash played 4 days. 5 hours, 5 minutes. 34 seconds. Total kills. Total kills. What are our total kills? 5, 9, 1, 9. Okay. So she's killed more than our troll priest that's been around longer. That's fascinating. That actually is fascinating. So I guess you can see where Beast Slayer does come into play. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it's like a difference of 400 kills. And her slash played is 3 days. And this one's 4 days. Fascinating. Alright, so let's tweet that. And remember to go to the vendor, because I forgot to do that on the hunter last week. A very small repair bill. Alright, so let's start with our vendor trash first. Alright, so it's 348 gold from just the vendor trash. And let's do our greens next. I'll do the meat when we're done because I'm just going to get more of it. That's another 54, so just under... No, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 9, 10, about 400 gold. Maybe just a teeny smidge over. Alright, so she's got one more level to go in Tiergard. Alright, so there's 2 down. Look, guys, do you notice anything different? You can see his face. We haven't seen his face in ages. Oh my goodness. Somebody got a hat. I was so excited when that hat dropped. I have not hardly seen any leather gear dropping out here. So when a dark feather something dropped, like I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, what? Really? They do exist? So I was like, oh, we're putting that bitch on. Like, we have to put that on. So there's been some things. We got a new hat. So bye-bye BFA hat. We got a new shirt. So bye-bye BFA shirt. And we got a new cape. So bye-bye BFA cape. Oh no, that was a Shadowlands cape, but it was still an upgrade, so that's fine. We've picked up a bunch of greens that we can't use. So a shield, 2 maces. So this makes me happy, because that will definitely help pad our food fund. Because as we get further along, if we make it to Sage Haven, the turtles don't drop a whole heck of a lot. So we're gonna need to have a food budget that's well full in the pockets there. So we did get some vendor trash. I started out in Aspirant's Rest. When I loaded in, I started to kill some stuff, and I think I had to log out to go do something, and I came back and went to start killing again, and nothing was up, and I was like, the fuck? Like, I actually paused because I was wondering if I was loading slow or if I was about to DC or something. Seemed weird. And I'm like, here's the things that are right here. And then I saw a couple things start to spawn back in. I'm like, okay, so somebody had just killed them. That's fine. Went to pull one, killed it, turned around and saw somebody mass pulling everything as I was running up to it. I was like, fucking hell, really? And of course that was a level 60 that could go anywhere, but okay. And I was like, wow. Right. Okay. So then I had to move over to killing the gore mobs, and I was petrified to log out. Because the last time we logged out and everything leveled up, they beat my ass. So, I did have to log out here. I don't know how this is gonna go. I had 402 pieces of food when I started to level. This time out, I'm down to 101. And, the food's not cheap. The food is not cheap. So, yeah. I'm hoping that this is enough food to get us through these 2 bars. It should be. We'll see. I mean, I'm so happy you can see his face now. Because we didn't quite have enough money that I wanted to blow some of it on transmog before we went into the mall. So we haven't redone his transmog in a while. And he's been running around with that stupid hood from BFA because I didn't change it. So he's been very painful for me to level. Just waiting on Crimson Vial cooldown because the gore mobs are very touchy. It's gotten a teensy bit better when we got the 3 upgrades, especially with the 2 main upgrades that are actually stuff from out here instead of BFA stuff. That has given us maybe 1,000 more hit points to work with, roughly. And sometimes if my crits start happening pretty good, we can make some stuff happen, but it's still been painfully slow. Having to stop, eat, and while I'm eating, I'm waiting for Crimson to recharge, and it's been tough sledding. Oh, you know what? Let's go with green. That should be pretty visible with all this stuff. I have to wait for you to get a little bit lower here. Go. It's just been pretty pretty tough getting through all this. There's a lot to remember. There's like a lot going on. Like I see a cast bar, and sometimes I'm like automatically going to hit kick, and sometimes it's the wrong cast bar. So, because like the turtles, you can't interrupt their shit. Alright, vanishes at the ready. So, I did red screen flash at least once. With one of the core mobs. They were critting or something. It was painful. Alright. So we've got the little marker on me because I keep stealthing, so that way you guys can see where I'm at. I forgot to do that last time. Apologize. Didn't really think about it. Sometimes the gore misses and I don't actually get inflicted with it. It's very rare and very few and far between when that happens, shall we say. But this is what it's like leveling this. I don't have to wait for Crimson on the moths though, but I do have to wait for it on these horses and stags and stuff. Like that's pretty much a have to. And it kills me that I stop and eat so much, it really does. But it's like there's just enough missing where if I go into the next fight, especially with the damage that these guys inflict, it's not gonna be pretty and it's not a good idea. Trust me, I do not enjoy stopping to eat this much. I really don't. That going hurt. Come on, come on. Though because I've logged out, I am getting a little bit more XP than I was when I was leveling, desperately trying not to log out. That was like a long 6 hours. My tailbone was pissed. Oh, we're up to 7 hours now. Actually, almost 8 hours on this level, so it's been a lot of eating. Trying to keep slice and dice going because it does seem to feel like the fights go a little bit faster with it. And anything that gets me out of combat on this one quickly is a good thing. So there was actually 2 different leather farmers that were mass pulling when I was working up near Aspirant's Rest. So then I came over here. There was one section where I was coming through at times and there wasn't any mobs up, but I didn't see anybody mass pulling it. So they must have been working a different loop and we were just visually missing each other. It was a little bizarre, but you know, hey, whatever. That was fine. It wasn't my entire grinding mob selection that was missing, so it peeved me, but it wasn't enough to get to me too badly. It was just more of an annoyance at that point, but the majority of the loop was up, so I was like, okay, alright, I'm not happy, but you know, what the fuck ever. I was like, we can work with this to a degree. That gore hurts so much when you don't have a character that can heal. I don't really count Crimson as a heal. I count Crimson as like a band-aid. I mean, I know it's technically a heal for this, and it's part of their class, but it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, and it has, you know, a cooldown on it, so it's not like a healing spell that you can recast quickly. So let's have another nom nom nom. I can't believe I started with 402 pieces of food. So basically I need a piece of food for every mob I kill. Pretty much. Is what it's gonna come down to. And I can't kick the gore because it has the little shield thingy around it, so the gore missed on that one, so we don't have to eat, but I do have to wait for Crimson. Get to about 5, we'll re-engage here. I definitely don't want 2 gores on me at once. That would be terrible. That would not end well for me. It definitely wouldn't. Hang on. I just have to think about something. Oh, that's got a 2-minute cooldown. That ain't worth fucking with. I was like, wait a minute. Does Cloak of Shadows remove the gore? But at a 2-minute cooldown, it's faster to just deal with the gore and wait on Crimson than it is to wait on Cloak of Shadows. Because if Crimson only has a 30-second cooldown, Cloak has 2 minutes. So yeah, it's just easier to just deal with Crimson's cooldown. I don't, oh, damn it, I missed the glitter burst. Shit. Dang, burn it. So you want to try to interrupt glitter burst, because at least on a rogue, you can't stealth, and it does increase your damage taken. Wasn't that big of an issue on my other characters. This one, it's a small issue, so we don't want to inflict more pain upon ourselves than absolutely necessary. Oh, I'm so low on energy. My goodness. That's the terrifying part, is where your energy kind of drops out and it's not coming back, and you're dealing with this mob that's doing a very painful dot. And you have to have energy to drink the Crimson Vial, so it's like, nah! Alright. Now I can't always pull the moths. It depends on if they're close enough to the ground where I can either jump up to reach them, or they're at least in my hitbox. Like if they're just low enough where I can like just barely tag them. So there are some moths that I do have to skip. There was 1 or 2 over by aspirates that I had to, excuse me, that I had to skip because I just couldn't reach them. And I couldn't get my timing down to hit them right. Maybe that's why my energy's been slow. We haven't been getting very many pistol shot procs. Alright.
I need to get closer.
One of our tires on the car is leaking air again. We've had so many patches done to these car tires. It's ridiculous. And now we have to go and put more air in one of those. We have to get the car in for maintenance. We have to see what they say about the tire. Don't know if they can just put another patch on it. Depends on what tire it is. Like, we really need, like, I don't know if we really need new tires, but it's been quite some time since we've had new tires. So, we're probably due. That gore, man. They get a couple lucky hits in. It's not happy to deal with. We've like needed to do maintenance on the car for like 2 months now, but shit keeps happening. And we haven't been able to make the appointment for it. I think we're gonna try next week to make the appointment. I think. Because it's our only vehicle. Because the mother-in-law's not here. She's up in... Technically, we have 2 cars. Technically, the mother-in-law's car is in Russell's name. I don't know why his name is first on everything, because he only co-signed on it. But for some reason, the registration has it in his name. And I don't understand that, because it shouldn't be in his name. I really don't want it in his name. So, I don't know why it was put in his name. Because every time we get a notice in the mail about, hey, you did toll by plate, we're like, no, we fucking didn't. We haven't gone anywhere. Like, the last time we went anywhere significantly was the Tulsa Zoo. And that was, like, in May? April? Might have been April. Like, what? And we certainly weren't in Massachusetts, and then we're like, oh, fucking hell. So, it's the other car. But the other car is not us. It's the mother-in-law. I'm really hoping that doesn't fuck up his disability claim. So I'll be like, oh, well, this car of yours has been all over the place. No, it's not our car. It's the mother-in-law's car. She has possession of that car. It's essentially her car. For the most part, we don't leave the area. He checked on his disability application. They're about 70-some% through the application now, so if if that update is true. It could be a fake number. You never know if they're actually updating, how far through the process they are, or if it's just like one of those like installation bars where it's just, you know, moving across the screen to make you think it's doing something. Like, I don't know. It's been slowly inching forward, so maybe it's true. Hope it's true. This is quite... Ah, fuck. I hate those two being so close together. It died just as I hit the thing. I hate these bushes. They're like taller than me, so I can't really see very well. But it's been a very long, drawn out situation. We don't know if we have to get the lawyer involved yet. Depends on if it's denied or not. It was submitted in March. We'll see. We will see. I know it's not been helping his depression levels. That's for damn sure. It certainly hasn't been helping my anxiety levels either. We've had a lot of stressful situations happening recently, so... Ugh. It's not been fun. But hey, the doggo surgery went good. Got his stitches out. It's mostly healed. It's still kind of scabby. So I just have to make sure that he doesn't go too hog wild scratching that area, but he seems happier to have the thing off of his neck. Zuzu was not happy that Daddy left with Momo to go to the vets yesterday, though. And that dog was like howling at the ceiling. Well, he was trying to howl. It was so sad. Like, he wasn't really getting the full howl out. He was putting his head towards the ceiling like he was trying to howl, but he couldn't quite figure out how to do it. So just like the end part of the howl would happen, and it kind of reminded me of Chewbacca from Star Wars and like the weird little vocal noises that he can make, and it sounded like Zuzu towards the end of his howl, and I was like, buddy. They were gone for almost an hour, 45 minutes, so that's not that far. But I was just like, it's gonna be okay. They're gonna be back. It'll be fine. But he was just sitting at the door, looking, going to the window, looking. It was just all sorts of sadness. I don't think he was upset that Momo left. I think he was upset that they left without him. I think that's what it was. I'm like, dude, you don't want to go. Trust me. Brother went to the vet. It's not going to be a fun visit. You're not missing anything. But he wasn't having it, so... Oh. See, this is the trouble I have. When I switch between all these different mobs, I forget that I have to do Crimson Vial right after the gore. And the turtles don't have the gore, so every time I come off the turtles on that first mob, I forget. I'm like, why did my health drop so low? And I'm like, the gore. So, I have to keep reminding myself, because on the turtles, it's just constantly snapping bite. And it's not like a ticking dot that I can do anything about. For some reason reason when I get back on these guys, it's like a really big mental block. And then I'm like standing around, oh, why is my health dropping? I don't understand. Oh goodness, wait, what am I at? 10? Okay, that's fine. By the time we get back over here, if I remember to actually hit the stealth button. I've done that. I thought I was stealth, not on this character. When I had tried to level a normal rogue, I had thought I had hit stealth, and I'm like running through mobs, and like all of a sudden they're attacking me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in stealth, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not in stealth, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like the worst rogue ever. I would so fail my rogue test. Like, hands down. Oh, what is this? What is this? I can't use warclaves. God damn it. 72 gold though. I will take the vendor value on that. That'll buy us some food. Yes, sirree. I couldn't remember if Crimson had come off of cooldown. I'm that paranoid about making sure it's ready. How many Umbral, not umbrell. 179. I don't know why that word's so hard for me to say. A lot of words are hard for me to say. I keep trying to stick extra letters in them. I think for the longest time I was saying Tristfall, and it's Terrasfall. Like, I was putting letters in Tristfall that weren't even there, and I'm like, what? And nobody corrected me at all. And I'm like, oh, so I thought I was right. And then I actually looked at the spelling. I'm like, oh god, I've been saying this wrong the whole time and nobody said anything. Like, you guys can correct me if I'm saying something wrong. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I do have a bit of dyslexia. I always thought that my mom had always told me that I was in classes in school, child study team classes, because of my memory, and that might have been part of it, but I think the memory problem might be part ADD, ADHD, something like that. One of those. I've never been tested for that though. But she's like, no, you were in those because you were dyslexic. I'm like, what? I was like, that makes a shit ton more sense. I wish you had told me that sooner. Like, that was never really explained to me to the point that I understood. But yeah, no, I was a bit dyslexic. Explains why I keep trying to transpose numbers and shit. And why they kept trying to put me in, they kept timing me doing math problems and stuff, so yeah. You should see me try to spell the word episode every damn time. I am flipping around the O, and some words are just so much harder than others. Thank goodness for spell check to catch me on my bullshit, because it's kind of painful sometimes. It does take me a little bit to get through stuff. At least now I understand why doing write-ups and things take me so long on the website. I have a legitimate reason, and it feels like some days it's worse than others. Sorry, I was trying to remember if I had used Vile on the last mob, but I didn't want to unstealth right there. I mean, I could have. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal because the mob was neutral, but I was like, did I? Like, what did I just kill? I just killed a moth, so we were good. Down to 72 pieces of food. Okay, so we're not going to use the whole 402 pieces of food. Sorry, it was 402. That's just the way they were stacking. I didn't want to vendor the 2 pieces because I was like, then I'm going to need them. So it's like, let's just go with it. But we're going to go through a good chunk of it, at the very least. So 6, 7, 8. We might drop to like 68 pieces of food. Depends on how this goes up here. It's so weird getting up on these mobs after casting at them for so long. So, I mean, even the paladin, I could like taunt them to me. So I didn't have to run all the way up here. This one I've definitely had to get in their faces. I'm actually really concerned about the warrior. Like, really concerned. We got a piece of leather. Guys, we got a leather belt. And it's an upgrade. That's a big fucking upgrade. We lose the crit, but that's a big fucking upgrade. Yes, please. Oh, I'm so happy. 12 stamina. That was a big upgrade. Wow. Yeah. Yay! That's exciting. So excited I forget what I was talking about now. Fuck was I saying? I don't remember.
It's too far away.
Well, that thought's gone now. Will I ever remember it? I don't know. Oh, that fucking pisses me off. Like, that thought's like completely gone. Left the station. Shit. Oh well. We'll never know now. Well, you guys will know what I was starting to say. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Now my brain hurts because I'm like really trying to recall what the fuck I was about to say. It may come back, I don't know. We'll see. Probably won't though. Yay, we dinged! Oh, what is this? Numbing poison. Coats your weapon with a non-lethal poison that lasts for 1 hour. Each strike has a 50% chance of poisoning the enemy, clouding their mind and slowing their attacks. That's nice. We're gonna put that on instead of crippling, because crippling is really not done anything. So, but we dinged, so we don't really need it right now. So we're gonna take those off. It might have been about food. Maybe. So, oh, we got to 70 pieces of food. Cool. Alright, we need to find some place where we can actually be seen to take our photo. Because, you know, the grass. Here we go. Will this show up in selfie? Will the marker be on the selfie cam? No. Okay. Little dude! Little dude, you made it to 54! That's amazing! I didn't think we'd get that far. Alright. Let's get our slash blade. Sorry, I am so excited over that belt. Leather gear dropping has been quite the unicorn for me. I've been getting like everything else under the sun. Even on my other characters, I haven't seen that much leather. I've seen like a piece here, maybe a piece there, but it's been very, very hard to get. Little dude. Congrats, little dude. Alright. So, WoW nope. Big C. Challenges. Bloodthirsty Soul Sapped has survived another level. I think that's right. Yeah, G-Yuri. People always make fun of, oh, it's a rogue, not Bruges. I'm dyslexic, fuckers. I keep flipping the U and the G. Fucking chill. But no, that's right this time. Soul Sapped. Dings level 54. Slash played 9 days. 23 hours. 32 minutes. God, that's trippy for my brain. That's what I think it says. If that says something else, let me know. Total kills. Sometimes when I first look at stuff, I see one number and then I look back and then I see it differently. 15. 308. This guy's been around for a bit. Alright, so we're just gonna do the mammoth mount here. Vendor was 4 gold. I don't think I hit repair this level. I know I had to on the hunter because her weapon was showing that it was about to break, which kind of surprised me, but I was like, really? Okay. Alright, so let's do vendor trash first. We got 3 horns. That was awesome. So vendor trash 250, no, 275, not 257, 275. Okay, and we'll vendor those guys. Okay, so that was 53. And these guys. Yes, I need all the monies. We need to buy snacks. We need all of the snacks. Car snacks! Alright, so it was 464 gold off of the main green drops that we didn't put on. The other greens that we replaced were 53. So, I don't know what that comes to. My brain's tired. I don't sleep anymore. At least it doesn't feel like it. 275 plus 53 plus 464. 792 gold, so it might be closer to like 793 if you actually add up all the change, which I'm really not being that picky about. So there's that one. Let's make sure we're actually getting our rested XP. Alright. Hunter time. It's hunter time in the wilds. Okay, so we'll load in that. Okay, so Hunter had an interesting level. They've picked up 4 greens that they can't use. They replaced a chest piece. They've gotten 4 horns off of the turtles, 54 polished claws, and 145 scales. Now remember, I know that's like abysmal, so that's why I'm saying we really need to pad the food coffers now on that rogue, because we're gonna need it, because it's gonna be pretty minimal for the drops as they get higher, if they survive to this point. The turtles don't always drop loot, so it's very random. I've gone like 6 or 7 turtles in a row before something drops, so that might be an extreme case, but it has happened. So we've got 2 bars to go on the turtle. On the hunter. Well, I guess the turtle levels up with me, so. Got turtles on the brain. Turtles everywhere. What's the matter?
Zuzu's looking for a place to pee, but the pads were all curled up. You know what he found? He found the dustpan. Peed in the dustpan.
Why didn't you just take them out?
I didn't know until he was doing it.
Oh.
And now he's sniffing around the fresh pad and putting out, so I think he's gonna drop something.
Well, we can hose that out in the tub, I guess.
Yeah, I've already wiped it up.
Okay. I did not get the second turtle over there, did I? No, I didn't. I skipped a turtle. I can't be skipping the turtles. We'll never level if we skip turtles.
I need to target
This
something
level
first.
took forever and an effing day. Like, this level was seriously long. I think I had to do this one in 2 days because I just couldn't. My will on this level was shattering. I was just like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. So, so right now we're at 8 hours and 18 minutes on this level. So, it felt so much longer than that. I mean, granted we're rested and I can only, so it would probably be a minimum of, what, 16 hours if we weren't? Oh god, I don't want to think about that. I already did that on the priest. I don't want to do that again. No, I really don't want to do that again. Bloodthirsty is extremely painful when you're not rested. Like, extremely. Especially when you know rested XP, or rested... Yeah, rested XP gives you double. So, doubles the XP amount. It hurts to do it not rested. Seriously.
I am out of range.
Alright, you need to let him get back here. Or else I can't loot him. We need to loot him. I mean, rested is your friend for pacifist as well. So you can take advantage of the double XP when you're mining or herbing. And I believe it also counts for dig sites. Irons, Rusted XP doesn't really do anything for quest turn-ins. It's more for when you're actually killing the mob to, that you need for the quest. So it doesn't matter as much. I mean, it'll still make a little bit of a difference, especially if you're on like a grindy quest where you have to collect X of something and you have to get it to drop off the mob. Oh, for fuck's sake, you people need to fucking go away. I come over here because nobody's ever over here. Of all the places that you can be mass pulling to kill shit, and you have to come over here. Like, the fuck? People are rude. So rude. So that means everything down this line is gonna be gone. That's one of the people I had to deal with that was further up near Aspirant's Rest the other day. That's why I'm extra peeved right now. They have flying, okay? So that means it's not like they're locked into Bastion. They have flying. They could be on any islands. I can't go anywhere else. I'm stuck here. Like, I can't leave this island. I've been exiled. Like, I can go back to Stormwind. Like, that's not what I mean. I mean, I can't go to a different island out here. That's not gonna happen because we can't take Threads of Fate with how the tracking was working. I have no other options. I mean, we could go kill the other 60s out off the main road, but I have a feeling that they've already headed out there and killed them, or they will be heading out there shortly. So, I feel like there was supposed to be a turtle here. Maybe not. It's been a while since I've been killing stuff on this side. Regularly. Alright, you need to stay put. Because I can't have you out in the middle of the lake. How about we not attack me? And you attack our friend. And then I'll be happy. It would be better if there weren't quite so many farmers out here. It would be better if I could move and change what island I'm on. But for some reason, Bastion's been designated as Farmer Nation. And it just makes this so much more drawn out than it needs to be. We're getting 748 XP currently. That'll probably drop a little bit next level. probably won't drop by a huge amount, but it probably will drop a little bit. And I don't mean to be pissy, I'm just... It gets to me when it keeps happening. And it didn't used to be this bad. It only seemed to get quite this bad when they merged all of the servers into ours. It's a lot of Horde people. Like, I've seen 1 or 2 Alliance, but comparatively it's been more Horde doing the mass pull killing stuff. I was about to say, where the fuck's my turtle? I thought you were getting into trouble, dude. I mean, I know they're entitled to play the game too. I know that, but it's just a bit excessive when you're battling 3 to 4 different people in different locations out here. It just starts to become soul crushing. Does our stuff respawn? Maybe. Some of it has. Like, Lita has her zone. This is my section of this zone. Go away. Got 1 more level to go on this one. Then we'll only have 4 max levels. I don't know if I have the will to keep going on my goal. I'm gonna try. It's been tough. Been a tough mental game, I swear. No, I need you out of the water. Now you can go. You alright?
Yeah, just playing.
Alright. Not sure what dinner's gonna be tonight. Probably beef strips, broccoli, and macaroni and cheese. Probably. Because that's about the easiest thing I can think of tonight. I think I still have to do dishes before I can cook though. So that sucks.
I need to get closer.
I think. I can't remember what I washed last night. Maybe I did wash the pan I need. I did some dishes last night. I didn't do all of them. Because the body was just like, no, we're not doing this anymore. I did get a fair number done. It's like laundry in this house. With this many people, it's impossible to keep it low, it seems. If it's cool tomorrow, and we we don't have anywhere to go. When does he have to go to the doctor's?
Not till next week.
Alright. We might need to start to make some headway into the jungle that's near our dryer vent, because we need to get that cleared out.
What time are we playing this off tonight?
I can stop after this one if I need to.
Well, me and Tyler would kind of want to do something, but on the other hand, you know, we're streaming.
Well, we didn't do any iron work yet. I didn't have a whole lot to do on the iron this week, and we got started late because of taking the dogs. I could skip the iron this week if I need to.
Well, if not, you're not. It's okay.
Well, I know you get limited amount of time with Tyler right now.
Well, it's not as simple as it used to be.
Yeah, but if he's going to bed early, then yeah, you've got a limited amount of time with Tyler. So if he's going to the gym in the morning...
Well, I mean, there's always tomorrow.
Well, I'm streaming tomorrow too, so I can stop and not work on the iron if need be.
Maybe if you're willing.
What time is it? 6:15.
Yep. Easy to do it now. Just figure I'd ask ahead of time.
Is 7 okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. That'll at least let me get to Darkmoon Fair and turn that stuff in.
I am out of range.
Alright, so we have a hard stop time tonight. And it might be before then, but we might only just go and turn those couple of things in. And at least get a teeny bit of XP from there. So we won't be doing much on the iron tonight. I know we don't touch the iron very much, but there's not a whole lot for us to do on her at the moment. Next big holiday is Brewfest. I'm gonna be trying to do a little bit on her before then,
I need to
but
get
it's
closer.
only really gonna be like chest runs. And we don't get much out of our chest runs lately, so there's only so many chests that are in spots that we can safely get to. So yeah, I think we will take advantage of Darkmoon Fair. We'll... Ooh! That's plate. Damn. I thought that was, ow, mail for a second. Alright, so we're not going to do a whole lot on her tonight. It's going to be a brief pop on, pop off. Because we should be finishing up this level soon. Quotation marks. Depends on how much interference we get from the leather farmers. But yeah, iron's not my main challenge of choice, so, and I'm really entering a section, yay, another horn. I'm entering another section of, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do on her, because I don't even really know the world quests, so I'm gonna have to look at that forum post, but we need to get to 51 first, I think, before I even attempt them all with her. Because she's a bit of a delicate muffin, and I really don't want to die on the escort, but it could be a possibility. I mean, I still have Grumpy Soul. I think they're at level 30. So, and there's that goddamn person
I
again.
need a target.
Like, I can only kill so fast to keep ahead of level 60s that are in full gear. Alright, so that one didn't have any loot on it. Alright, so we're at 98%. They killed this whole side, didn't they? Because this shit's usually back up by now. Motherfucker. Right. Of course, when I'm in a hurry to get done, maybe we won't be seeing the iron tonight. I'm battling a mass pulling leather farmer at the moment who's fucking up everything
Why don't you switch to one now?
because I'm trying to get this bloodthirsty level, because the main thing I do is bloodthirsty, and I'm not going to be leveling up the iron. They were dropping stuff off at Dark Moon Fair, and this person is not going to be gone. This is a person that's out here for hours, and they're tied to our server. So it's not like I'll be put in a different shard when I come back and won't have to deal with them. Life was so much simpler when it was just the two realms tied together. I could hearth and come back and be in a different shard. That's not the case with this. This person will probably be out here until like 2 a.m. And it is 6 p.m. for me right now. Because they are a name I have seen before. Alright, so we're at 99%. No, I told you to come back here. Now you're not listening. Turtle? It's a turtle duel off. Like, I keep hitting Mend Pet, and he's taking quite a bit of a hit there. Alright, so we're at 328. We need to get to 332. Always fun when they actually decide to drop some loot, which they don't very often. I will say, it is kind of hard to drop aggro off of these turtles sometimes. There are plenty of times where I've had to stun the turtles, just so that my turtle has a chance to pick them up. I mean, I could probably try misdirect, These guys are gray now. Not that they would have been worth very much anyway. Sometimes kill commands can get the aggro off of me. I don't really always need to use misdirect. I've never had good luck with misdirect. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. You stay put, sir. Men's pet running. I'll tell you, last week there was hardly, even over the weekend, there was hardly anybody out here in this section. Wasn't even seeing anybody running by. Chat's been super quiet. Not that many people have been talking. Maybe one more kill. Maybe. Oh yeah, even the fish were missing when we were up here. Weren't they a minute ago? Because I didn't remember seeing any nameplates in the water. Alright. That felt like it took entirely too much time. I hate that helmet so much. It just looks so bad. I know, we're gonna hearth like 10 feet. But we're gonna do it to give me a chance to do that. Let's open this. Oh wow, we hearthed so close by, it didn't even really load screen us. That's kinda sad on our part. Challenge is bloodthirsty, and you see this Master Hunter. Ding's level 59, so she's got one more level to go. Looking at a total slash played so far of 8 days, 11 hours, 53 minutes, and 54 seconds. Remember, this character's older, it went through the level squish. I think she was made a BFA though. I think 16,877. I don't think she was made in Legion. I think she was made in BFA. Actually, we can... ...2019, I think, was BFA. Wow. She sat for a while. What happened there? Unless that has to do with the level squish. I mean, that's possible. Alright. Let's vendor, because I forgot to do this on this one last week.
I hope some of these can be of use.
Alright, so we ended up with a total of 7 horns, which was good because that's 120. That's our big ticket item off of these guys, are the horns.
Come back
So
soon.
that's 257, and then So it's 50 off of the item that we replaced. And these guys, it's gonna bring us another 266. So like 500-ish gold, roughly. Alright, so she's got one more level to go. Make sure she's getting her rested, although she can't get any more rested actually. She's already full. But alright, oh I didn't put my banner on the top to say which one we were working on. Alright, that's fine. Let's grab the priest real quick. We still have a few minutes. So we picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Kind of just want to go double check auction house because I think there is more than 4. There were some up that I was just like, yeah, that's not gonna happen because that's more money than I even have. So quest items. Alright, so that we have, and that's way too expensive, number 1. Banner of the Fall, and we don't have that one. This item, Proof of Valor in combat, somebody in dark and fair. 350 is pretty steep for that, honestly. Let's see what else we've got here. 450, that's way too much. Fallen Adventurers Journal. That's way too much. That's for Blasted Lands. We have the Imbued Crystal. Mature Blue Dragon Sinew. Don't know what that's for. Wow, that's a lot of money. Monstrous Egg. I'd like to have that, but I'm not paying that much for it. We don't have that much money to burn. We have that one. Ornate Weapon we already picked up. Blood Invitation. Someone just whispered me. And I don't know who. Soothsayers, yet no, not paying that. Look at these prices, like, what? Oh, it was execute. Alright, so let's go and hit the mailbox. Wow, that's a enlarged pony. Okay. Alright, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to turn in.
Hey there.
Take me to the staging area, please, because I'm lazy. At least that loading screen's not too bad. Alright, so we'll pop into here. We'll see how much XP we get out of these. Hey, can I have a bird? Thank you. I want to borrow a birdie. Alright. I don't normally think to come here, so I didn't think to get those quest items for the turn in here. I wish I had thought to do that previous levels, but then again we might not have had the money to do so, looking at the prices on my auction house, so those prices are ridiculously high. I don't think we turn these all in at the same spot. Let's see. 7,000 XP is not too shabby. Alright, so we do turn up at least a few in here.
What can I help you?
Alright. So, let's see, where's that? Oh, almost a bar. Not quite. But almost. So, yeah. Well, that one wasn't quite as much, but I'm sure that's just an illusion.
Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
Alright, the other one I think goes to the, goes to the enchanting trainer. Not trainer, the enchanting quest person. I think it's the enchanting one. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've popped on one of my pacifists. Alright, well that got us 4 bars of XP, so that's pretty good. So I'm sorry we're not going to do a whole lot more on her tonight. Why am I running? We're just gonna hearth back. Husband needs to do something with someone, or wants to do something with someone, and that someone's on a very limited time schedule for when they can do stuff because they have to go to bed at a certain time, and that is quickly approaching. So next week hopefully we can start on time, if not a little bit early, and actually get some time to do some chest runs on this one. I need to actually look up handy notes for vanilla zones to see if that'll show me where the chests are, because I don't know where the chests are. Maybe we can do some chest runs back in vanilla, see if anything's up. But yeah, so that'll be it for today for challenges stuff. But hey, we got 4 bloods leveled. We haven't lost anybody. We've got 1 more level to go on the hunter. And Squishy Boy got a couple of upgrades, which astonished me this week. Hopefully we can nudge them through another level, kicking and screaming. Hopefully they've made it further than I was expecting, to be honest, so yay. So yeah, one more level on that hunter, and then we'll add the monk in. I think that's gonna be the plan, is to bring the monk in to replace the hunter, because they're the next highest person. I was debating grabbing one of even the lower ones. And I don't know. We'll see what time allows for. We'll have to see. But that will do it for today. Tomorrow we'll be doing Stardew Valley. And carrying on with Wag the Dog Farm, trying to get this community center figured out, and trying to remember that we need to give Maru gifts if we want her to join our farm. So hopefully we can remember to do that. Yeah, then Friday we'll be doing another installment of Franchise Friday, working on putting in some more greenery. If I don't get to it before stream time, I doubt I'll get to it early, because I'll be working on getting these guys ready for next week. Saturday there is no WoW Challenges podcast. It's Lita's birthday weekend and my birthday as well. Our birthdays are right after each other. They are back to back. So I don't know what we're gonna be doing. Oh, that's on Sunday. Art Sunday is my birthday. Oh, are we gonna do the stream on Art Sunday? Maybe, probably. We probably will, but yeah. So you guys have a good one tonight. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Stardew Valley action and some laid back, salty farming. Until then, take care of yourselves in and out of game. Good luck on your challengers if you're playing. And until next time, have a good one.